The human eye is set up in a very strange way, with a blind spot. If you look at the construction of the eye, the photoreceptors are on the outside of a layer inside the eye, and that all the connections from the photoreceptors then run inside the eye and then have to run out through the optic nerve. And then where the optic nerve is, there's a blind spot. Now, why would a human eye be set up to allow it have a blind spot? Why wouldn't the photoreceptors be the other way around? If you look at the eye of an octopus has the photoreceptors on the inside and the optic nerves on the outside, so there's no blind spot. That seems like the right way to set up an eye if you were going to evolve one, wouldn't it? There's a reason why. And it's so that we can perceive the light inside our skulls. Yes? Now, look at the way that the brain is set up. If you see that this eye is connected to this part of the brain, and this eye is connected to this part of the brain. So what it means is that the right eye will perceive the experience of the left brain, and the left eye will perceive the experience of the right brain, and that there is a twist in the way that the system is set up. So you get all this amazing inversion has to occur, and interpretation has to occur in order for us to perceive the reality outside, the stuff that we see here. But the real action occurs inside, which is why our eyes are set up this way around. We're designed so that we can understand and perceive experience from inside our skulls. If you look at the way a heart is constructed, it unrolls into, you can unroll it, and there's a twist in the muscle of the heart as a stretched out thing. You then wrap it up, coil it back up again, and it's the heart. So that twist also occurs, the twist from your heart occurs in your brain as well. And what that does is it lengthens the duration of the passage of energy. And so if you think about the science in this way, Planck's constant is a number, 6.6260715 times 10 to the minus 34. The units of that are, I say, are the meter second. It's the duration of energy. No, it's the Newton meter second, the duration of energy. And it's a tiny distance, 10 to the minus 34 seconds. That's really short distance. Yeah? Tiny, tiny duration of time, isn't it? But if you think about all this twisting that's going on inside our skulls, so perhaps you get energy, experience, energy. Because the twisting is set up in such a way that there's a duration required for the energy to traverse. And because our heads are set up in such a way, we get the beginning and the end of each moment. And so it makes sense then of why our eyeballs are set up so evolutionary poorly, that they're not. They're designed so that the universe can perceive himself. We live inside an organism. The solar system is a giant eyeball that watches us. We are created in God's image, which means the image is what we see. It's not what we look like. It's the image that God creates is what we perceive. So now we know. 20 centuries of stony sleep were vexed to nightmare by the rocking cradle. And what rough beast? Its hour come at last, slouches towards Bethlehem to be born. I wonder. Anyway, so there's some evolutionary biology that's come out of my theory of everything. My model, based on Victor Levy, 1915, a secret document. All you got to do is look at Levy and go, why is that document not referenced? What's he saying that's so important that we're not allowed to see? Ching! And the future begins. Buckle up, my friends. It's going to be a ride. Welcome to the future. Follow the Rebel King.